gathering. Joining us now, the chairman of the House Committee on Homeland Security, Republican Congressman Michael McCaul of Texas. Good to have you this morning.
So thank you so much for having me.
Give us a sense. So you just heard the eloquent writing from the Los Angeles Times. Give us a sense of what you've seen and also what the state of Texas is enduring right now, and what the response from the government is going to be.
Well, it's the biggest flood, I think, in U.S. history. They had to create a new color chart for this, going over 40 inches, approaching 50 inches of rain. It's hard to imagine this. When you go into these communities, it's waist high up to chest high. Homes, the first floor is completely underwater. And this is in areas in my district west of Houston, which normally don't get this kind of water. It's been raining every day, and you see this hurricane, you know, a monster going in, going out towards the ocean, feeding on the ocean, recharging, going back in a constant sort of vicious cycle. I thought that LA Times article was really spot on in a very poetic way of the devastation. It's really hard to imagine until you see it, and the massive magnitude of this, and not just in Houston now, it's impacting going northeast towards Beaumont, Port Arthur, and now Louisiana, covered in water.
What are you hearing in terms of, at this point, rescues, relief efforts, the top concern, the biggest challenge at this point as we're nearing the end of the storm?
Yeah, the search and rescue is the most important thing, still ongoing as I speak. Coast Guard is out there, our first responders. We've had 3,600 rescues by Coast Guard, about 3,400 by the Houston Police Department. This has been a great coordinated effort. I've seen other efforts as its chairman of Homeland Security that have not gone so well, like Katrina and Rita was not so great. This has been a very, I think, one of the better, if not best, recovery I've seen done by federal, state, and local. I think part of it had to do with the fact that an emergency declaration was signed early in the process, allowing FEMA assistance to go in. But, you know, both the state and locals doing the operational part of this, and also just citizens themselves getting out in their boats and saving people, really citizen soldiers getting out and saving people has been very, you know, encouraging. But, you know, as I speak here in Austin, I'm driving to Houston today, or flying actually by helicopter, and I'll be meeting with the Emergency Operation Center there. I just can't stress enough that while the storm is receding now, the injury and the harm is still very, very clear and present.
So, Congressman, as you just indicated, the rescue aspect of the storm will go on for days, perhaps, hopefully successfully. More lives will be saved. But the recovery process, the rebuilding process will be even longer, perhaps years in recovery. Are you at all concerned, given the hollowing out that's gone under several different federal agencies? Are you concerned at all that at the local level, the regional level, SBA offices, HUD offices, EPA offices, is there enough personnel in those regional offices in Texas to handle the recovery process?
Well, I believe they have it right now. The question is, at what point is that going to be depleted, and we're going to need assistance coming in. We met with the president here in Austin yesterday with the SBA, with HUD, with FEMA, talking about this very issue. FEMA has a $3 billion disaster recovery fund. That will be depleted, I think, fairly soon. As you all well know, this will be a topic of conversation when we get back into the Congress. Will be an emergency supplemental bill to deal with this. I've never seen flooding of this magnitude. My grandfather was in the 1900 hurricane where we lost 10,000 people in that hurricane. He survived that. I think we've had a lot of, now it's approaching 15 fatalities. I hope it doesn't get higher than that, but it could have been, I think, a lot worse than that.
Congressman Michael McCaul, thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck in all of this.
Thank you, Mika.